Hello there and welcome to Cat Luna Tarot. My name is Kat. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome if you are new here. Today's pick a card reading is going to be a message that you really need to hear right now. Especially if you're going through something. We're going to be just looking into oracle messages today and getting some really general guidance. So you can be asking about a specific situation, or you can just be asking for general messages. You're just going to have to use your own interpretation for this reading. I'm also going to be looking into past, present, and future for whatever situation you're thinking about. So yeah, I guess you could be thinking about a specific situation or a specific person. That can definitely be a thing here. So just use your intuition, pretty much. These are going to be general oracle messages for your situation, guidance on your situation, or guidance if you're going through a tough time right now. Okay, so yeah, sorry if that was a very winded introduction. Over here, I do have your oracle messages and tarot already selected for you. So over here on pile 1, we have a rose quartz point, and then I also picked some numbers for you guys. So we have number 22. On pile 2, we have green calcite and 333. Pile 3, we have clear quartz and 6666. Yeah, so I did roll the dice for each of these piles. These were the numbers that stood out to me for all those piles. So yes, that's how I selected those numbers there. Those could be angel numbers for you, so you may feel inclined to look some of those numbers up further if that is your pile. You can also be drawn to more piles today, multiple piles. You can be drawn to 2 piles or all 3 piles today. So just let your own intuition guide you, see what messages are meant for you, and then just leave the rest, okay? So take your time to choose your pile. Pause the video if you need to, and I will see you in your timestamp down below. All right, pile 1, if you chose this rose quartz and the number 22, how should I place that? Then this is your reading. Let me go ahead and, all right, try to make space for everything here. All right, so just starting off the bat here, we do have rose quartz intuitively selected for you. Oh, sorry about that focus there. Rose quartz is the stone of unconditional love. Yeah, I'm really feeling love in my heart space as well too. This can talk about love between soulmates, which could be friendships, family, and of course, lovers. Just a romantic relationship. So with that rose quartz and 22, the 222, or you could be seeing 222 or 22. I am just getting that feeling of love, romance. Maybe there is a specific person you're asking about. Maybe you have a divine partnership, and that could be just something that's really on your mind or just really in your energetic field right now. Let's look at your oracle cards. Oh yeah, so we have love grows more love. So definitely love. Sorry, I did not know that was going to be there. So love grows more love. Okay, this one is a zodiac card. We have Leo. So I'm not sure how we're going to use that, but it can definitely be a sign if you are asking about a specific person and they have Leo somewhere in their chart, sun, moon, or rising. So that could be a sign there. Yeah, that can mean other things as well. Let's go ahead. Oh, these are your past, present, and future cards. So let's get into your oracle cards first. We've got freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Truth, number 12, and forest bathing, number 10. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to read some of these oracle cards, if not all of them. I may read all of these oracle cards. Okay, let's start with this one here. Love grows love. This is from the Iris deck. Love is contagious. When you give love openly, just because you are feeling it inside, not because you seek love in return, you'll spread your mushy gushy rosy love onto everyone. See the magic in changing someone's day, even someone's life. Yeah, I feel like whatever situation you're asking about or need guidance on, it probably has to do with love here. Yeah, this is a message here to give love openly. I'm getting such a feeling here that you are going in a really positive direction here, pile one. I think that you really feel that. So even though this is for guidance, on maybe a situation you are struggling with, I feel like this is just reassurance here that everything's going to be okay. There's a lot of really positive energy here, especially starting off with love grows more love. So I'm feeling like a lot of you here, pile one, are specifically asking about one person. Like it's kind of like pointing there to like one specific person that you are, wondering about. Maybe you have anxiety over it. Maybe you are wondering really about the truth of this connection. I've been doing I've been doing a couple twin flame readings recently, and I feel like that's kind of a question on a lot of people's minds is this person my twin flame? Anyways, I have a video on that, so I will link that down below if you would like to see that. But I feel like that could be a question here that you could be having, pile one. There could be like one specific person that you are worried about, and you could be wondering, well, am I meant to be with this person? Are they a soulmate of mine? Are they a spiritual connection or twin flame of mine? So those could all be questions that you're having here. Leo could be a sign of, that could be your energies or your person's energy, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. That could be an indication of a time of year where maybe something very significant in this connection will happen. We know that Leo season is in July and August. Yeah, that could mean many different things. Leo is also about expression, self-expression. Maybe you want to get to the truth of this connection and express your feelings about it. Maybe that's it. We have freedom over here. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read this one here. This is from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. Okay. Your soul is open to receiving new wisdom and insights that will allow it to make the right choices for its own growth. Remember, you are never a victim of other people or their circumstances. You have complete control over your own choices. By following your heart and being authentic to yourself, you present the real you to the world. Making decisions based on other people's expectations is not the true path to happiness. You are responsible for creating your own reality. When a soul shifts to a place of honoring itself in its totality, free from judgment, only then will it find its true freedom. Every soul is unique and follows its own path. Don't give in to peer pressure or the urge to fit in. You are the only one who truly knows the real you. So feel free to march to the beat of your own drummer. And I'm really drawn to this one sentence. You are responsible for creating your own reality. So it seems here that during this time or this situation that you're wondering about, Spirit's trying to put some of the I don't want to say blame on you, but just some of the maybe tougher responsibilities onto you. It could feel really tough, but it's like Spirit's kind of giving you tough love right now. They really want you to step up. Truth here, I do think of wisdom. So I think of somebody who has gone through a lot to acquire that wisdom, gone through a lot of experiences. This is an eagle right here. Sorry if that glare is keeping you from seeing. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So Spirit's like shifting the blame onto you. If you are unhappy or stressed out or unhappy in your situation for whatever reason, Spirit's kind of saying that you choose to be here and you're going to remain here for as long as you choose that. Spirit's really pointing out that you do have free will here. And I think it's kind of like this love, or maybe absence of love or longing that you have for love, is kind of causing this fear or anxiety or lack of happiness here. Yeah, I feel, because these colors are so blue, I just feel like they're connected. Like maybe this longing for love is directly the source of this unhappiness here. This number 10, forest bathing, is all about really just reconnecting with the forest. I feel like there's lots of cards within tarot that are similar to this, like kind of really about being grounded and getting reconnected with forest again. So that could be an urge to just go out in nature, go out on a hike or to the park. I know it could be like the dead of winter right now for some of you, depending where you're at in the world or what time of year you're watching this. But maybe just like going out and getting some fresh air or looking at some really great scenery could be messages here for forest bathing. Yeah, I want to go ahead and read some of them. Keep going with some of those messages. Let's see. Number 12, truth. The eagle proudly surveys its domain from such a high perch that all pertaining to the situation is revealed. The shadows hide nothing from his keen vision. Ooh, I'm so drawn to that sentence. Like whenever I see shadows, I think of shadow work. Once you can remove yourself from the muck that lower vibrations keep you in, you can attain a viewpoint that enables you to see the truth of the matter. This card advises you to search for the truth of the situation, regardless of the emotions it brings up. Are you or someone connected to you unconsciously suppressing the truth? Hiding from the truth can only intensify the lesson later on. Wow, so I know that Spirit is like bringing to your attention here that you may be going through something quite difficult, but this is such a positive sign that you will be lifting yourself from lower vibrations, that you will be kind of flying out of lower energy or lower vibrations, if that's what you're feeling. Also getting a message here to maybe just eat really clean foods at this time, maybe go on a little, like, I don't know, just go through a period where you are eating more consciously, intuitively, like eating stuff that's really good for you, whatever that means for you, because that could mean different things for different people. Could be a message to, I'm also getting a message here to maybe exercise or go out more, or try to just add that into your routine. And Leo is kind of like about enjoying it. So only do these things to the extent where you really enjoy it. So if like a bowl of fruit salad sounds amazing to you and you'll really enjoy that and make you feel great, then yes, eat that. If if a big batch of cookies feels really good to you, you know, like I do think that we need to reward our body and give our body what it's craving. But if you realize like all you've eaten are cookies every single day, and you know it's gonna have some like emotional fulfillment, but like the end you're gonna be feeling like crap, then like try to tune in to just what your body is saying. I'm getting kind of for these cards here, and I want to also read this forest bathing card as well. So it says, forest bathing is the practice of spending time surrounded by nature and connecting to the spirits of the forest to find calm, renewed energy, and well-being. It has recently been popularized by the Japanese term Shinrin Yoku, but this practice of honoring the sacred spirits of nature is something many, if not all, indigenous cultures have in common. Being immersed in nature allows us to feel the restorative healing energy of trees and other sacred plants in our minds, bodies, and souls. Away from busy city streets and stressful work days, Mother Earth feeds our senses and spirits in ways that we forget are possible during our everyday lives. If you have pulled this card, it is because your soul is longing for grounded nourishment. Self-care is often the first thing we disregard when life becomes overwhelming and the to-do list piles up. So be mindful of the foods you eat, and how you treat your body. Yes. Listen to your body's need to rest when you are tired, to love when you feel desire, and above all, to respect the earth that supports you. Seek soul nourishment by being connected with nature and embracing the splendor that is around you. Okay, look, I've read a lot of these cards before, so maybe in the back of my mind I did know that, you know, maybe my subconscious mind remembered that this card does talk about specific foods, but the fact that I said it and I, you know, didn't remember it and spirit prompted me to say it before I was reading this card tells me that that could be a significant message for you, okay? Because spirit's literally making me say it twice. That's why I'm like, whoa. So I actually feel prompted to pick one of these self-care wisdom cards here for you, pile one, and I didn't draw any other cards, but maybe I'll add these to piles 2 and 3 as well. But since one of the recommendations here was to add some self-care, make sure you don't disregard any self-care, I want to pull a card for you to kind of see what spirit recommends here as some self-care practices for you. So let's see. Okay, so this is what spirit recommends for self-care. We have mind. She also just looks so peaceful there, and she has what looks like either coffee or tea, which just makes me think of the morning time, having a morning ritual. So that could be a positive message to, you know, incorporate something really positive to the start of your day, to the beginning of your day. And even mindfulness can be one of those things. It could even be, you know, enjoying your breakfast while being really mindful, not having anything on in the background. If you have something that you can incorporate into your morning ritual that you think is going to be really beneficial for you, I think that's what I'm seeing here straight off the bat with this card. But let's read your message as well. You are the master of your inner world, and you decide how the outer world affects you. cultivate a calm inner state. And it's kind of crazy. It's like, I want to place it right here with this freedom card. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And then you are the master. Like, you have power, you have free will, you are the master of your own inner world. And you decide how the outer world affects you. Cultivate a calm inner state. So this, I see being calm as like the first step here. Being calm, being in acceptance, not in resistance. This pile, like, this is such a great message here. If you are going through something, I think Spirit is really like believing in you, believing that you can get through this. You have all the power to get out of this. You have a lot of internal power. So I think why that message about eating healthy foods even came in is because when we eat, really healthy food, I don't want to like pressure anyone on how to eat because that is so personal. So just take whatever resonates for you and leave the rest, because diet is so individual. Like, it's not a one size fits all thing. Okay. But I will say that from personal experience, when I eat very clean foods and cut out processed foods, and my meditation and my connection to Spirit is so much stronger. When I exercise regularly and go outside, my connection to Spirit is so much stronger. My psychic gifts come in stronger. So I think that's why Spirit made me say multiple times to, like, have a healthy diet, maybe, whatever that means for you. Okay. So I'm not telling anyone to restrict themselves in any way. When I eat healthy, I do not restrict myself in any way. I eat so much food. So, a healthy morning ritual or a healthy routine, I see, is a really positive thing for you. And also, Spirit's reminding you, you are the master. I get the magician vibes here as well with that number one, master number two. 2 is a master number. Leo has so much confidence. So I feel like you even have confidence that the future is going to be looking really bright, that things are going to improve for you over time. Pile 1. So let's go ahead and get into your past, present, and future energies here, okay? So for past, we have the Fool in reverse. For present, we have the Devil in reverse. And for future energies, we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so to start us off with the Fool for past energy, I'm really feeling here that this past energy and present energy are really connected. Like, they're one and the same here. So just take this how it resonates. Time can be weird in tarot, but the Fool here, first of all, I'm hearing you were foolish. You were foolish. You've acted foolishly. The reversed Fool can be reckless. There can be risk taking. I'm seeing such a fear, like a feeling of holding back. I think that in the past, maybe you were holding back from being your true self, holding back from really going for it, from going after your dreams or going after your person, or, having success. There's something, fears were holding back your success in the past. And here in the present energy, we have the Devil in reverse. So do not be scared by this, because this really is a card of releasing your limiting beliefs. It could be about doing shadow work, exploring your shadow work, and then releasing it. Overall, it is a card of up-leveling. But I can see that you're feeling that fear. Yeah, Okay, like I am grinning from ear to ear with this one here. Like I'm like so excited to get into this energy over here, but that is just confirming for me that you could be really asking about a specific person for this pile one. So you will know if that applies to you. If not, there could definitely be a message about something else. But yeah, the devil in reverse here is the energy that's coming up for you as current energy. So it's like maybe you really are in some unhealthy habits right now, because this could be, I mean, I am like giving you advice about, eating, diet and exercise. You like, please throw out this advice if it is not relevant to you. But if it is, spirit could be trying to get your attention here that maybe you have some negative patterns, negative habits, and you can stay stuck in these negative habits for as long as you want. Spirit is reminding you that you have the choice to stay there, but also letting you know that these are contributing, oh my God, can I not speak right now? Contributing to your unhappiness. Okay, so you'll know if that applies to you. You'll know if you have any negative patterns. You know if these are holding you back. Okay, so I absolutely see you releasing those. Pile one, I think that is going to be happening for you. It's not like this reading is like, oh my God, now I'm going to change tomorrow. It's not like that, but I do see this change happening for you. And it could start with, those one small positive habit at a time. And I see like over time in the future, you're really going to see the results from that. And you even being, whole within yourself. If you're asking about another person here, I think you will come to the truth of this connection, that I do think that this is a union that's meant to be. And I think you may even know this. You may even have some inner truth about this person. So it could definitely be a soulmate connection or twin flame connection. So yeah, I'll link other videos down below for a twin flame playlist and videos to confirm if this person is your twin flame, because I'm feeling like some people here for pile one, that may be their question at hand if it is a specific person. But otherwise, messages here are really encouraging you to pay attention to any negative habits you might have, and really encouraging you to release those negative habits, replace them with positive ones, but just one small positive change at a time is what I'm hearing. Don't overwhelm yourself or overburden yourself or hold an impossible expectation for yourself. And every time you get a little win, celebrate that. Celebrate every time you do something positive for yourself, because putting that gratitude into that is how you attract more positive things to you. And it is that feeling of love grows love. Show that gratitude into, show your appreciation for things that you want to see more of. And Leo does that quite naturally. Leo is all about like giving and then also receiving, because they love to give. It's a very what's the word I'm looking for? Gosh. I'm so bad with words, but Leo has a very big heart, okay? Leo has a very big heart, is what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling here. Such a positive sign for the future messages here, pile one. All right, so that's all the information that I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I'm so grateful that out of all the tarot readers on YouTube, you do choose to spend some of your time here with me, and I can't thank you enough for that. Thank you enough to those of you who have been showing me love by liking the video and, leaving me a nice comment in the comment section. That has really been amazing. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, you could do that in the description box down below in my Etsy shop. And please subscribe. If you're not a subscriber already, I would love to have you here. All right. Thank you so much, Pile 1. Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, pile number 2, if you chose this green calcite and 333 over here, then this is your reading. So I'm going to be using the oracle cards to tell me more about your situation, what you're going through. Going to get some advice from spirit. And then your tarot cards, we have 3 tarot cards for past, present, and future energies, and we'll be looking at those later in the reading. Okay, so straight off the bat, we have the number 333 and we have green calcite here. So the green calcite does make me think of the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is all about our ability to love, our capacity to love. When we are going through an awakening or, a spiritual experience, when we meet a soulmate or connection or soul connection, a lot of the time we can feel that connection in our heart chakra. We can feel that. We can actually physically feel your heart chakra opening up. It feels like a broken heart. It does. It can be quite painful. So that could be something that you could be experiencing right now. This reading was really meant to apply to any situation. But as I was feeling for pile 1, I feel like you could also be asking about somebody specific, or you could be asking about love for this one. But 333 here, it is such a positive number. I mean, I guess all numbers can be seen from a positive perspective, but 333, it's really about about growth, about stepping up. I see it also as a number of creativity, that spirit is really like believing you in this time, believing that you have it in you, and is like pushing you towards growth. It's such a positive sign of like changes you may be experiencing really soon to come. Let's look into your oracle cards. I have not gotten this one yet. This is Ungrateful Daughter and Earthly Mother. Okay, we have a zodiac card. So this can be a sign of your energies. If you have Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, it could be a sign of a specific person you're wondering about, their Sun, Moon, or Rising, or it does not have to be that. This can be many different things. This can be a time frame, which is beginning of the zodiac here for Aries. So I believe that's March and April, springtime. Aries can also be, a time where you are taking action. Aries, it's a sign that I see that is very athletic. You could be doing more things if you're an Aries energy. So that could be a message there. Let's pull out all your oracle cards here. So we've got balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. We've got new beginnings, number 2, when we're also pile 2 here. And number 12, gatherer. Okay, let's put this over here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this card from the Iris Oracle deck. Okay, this one is Ungrateful Daughter and Earthly Mother. Excuse me. Humble mother always gives love to her daughter. She knows where she was birthed. Even when her daughter has become spoiled by the ways of the material world and has inflated herself, her ego makes her appear much larger. But the mother, grounded in the earth, will always see past her temporary whims and give her love, and kiss her hands, sending wishes that she may soon find wisdom and connection to the earth. Gosh, these cards are so unique and interesting. I've really been enjoying this deck so far. So I do want to go ahead and read all like the other oracle cards first before we get out into your reading. For a select few of you, you could be asking about a situation that has to do with your mother. We're not going to take this card literally though, so that's just going to be a select few of you, but I'm going to go ahead and read this card from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. This one is balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Balance means bringing a sense of stability and wholeness into every area of your life. Many times when you look at a situation objectively, you will resonate with one side more than the other. Try not to view either as good or bad, but simply recognize that it is. The true nature of the scales of balance is to give both sides of a situation your equitable, objective perspective. It can be difficult to understand the side that you don't relate to, but that is a lesson in itself. What is it about you that prevents you from giving both sides of the coin your non-judgmental assessment? This situation or person has been placed in your path to teach you that everyone has his or her own unique, authentic life story, and you must put yourself in that person's shoes to really understand his or her motivation. Balance is a godly virtue, and if it is struck, you will reap the benefits of insight and compassion. Wow. So already I am feeling that you could be asking about a specific person. So it's going to be different for different people. You could be asking about a romantic interest, or you could be asking about a family member. For some people, it's going to be your mother. For other people, it could be a friend. So it's just going to be different for everybody. But Spirit here is asking you to see their side in things. Even in this card, look how unequal they look. This one is so much bigger, pointing down, looking down at the other person. So Spirit here wants you to, if this is you, know that this is just a representation of the ego. So Spirit wants you to maybe tone your ego down a bit, see their side of the situation. Aries here, at the opposite of Aries, we have Libra. Also seeing, Libra is the seventh sign. It is the sign of 7. So we've got 1 and 7, two opposites. So Aries can be a sign that is selfish energy, only thinking about themselves, only thinking about one side of the situation. And Libra is one that considers both sides. And also I'm seeing like Libra energy here present. Balance does remind me of the scales, which is about Libra. Number 7 is about Libra. Aries is opposite of Libra. So you can see what I'm getting at. Somebody, it could be you, could be your person. If you are thinking of a person, but somebody here is approaching this from a rigid perspective, maybe only thinking about their own side of things, their own story. And these cards are kind of telling you to see things from their point of view. Try to remove yourself from labeling things. I think there was a message here to try not to label things as good or bad, positive or negative. Try to see things from a neutral point of view. Whatever situation you're asking about, try to see how this applies to you here. Because that's the message I'm getting here from Spirit. Try to take a step back. Try to look at it from someone else's point of view who would be looking at things from a very neutral perspective. If you are asking about a specific person, whatever situation this is, maybe you are in separation with a person, maybe you are fighting with someone. Spirit's message here, I'm hearing there's always 3 sides to every story. One of my friends told me that once, so shout out to my friend Devin, but she would always say, instead of saying there's 2 sides to every story, she would say there's 3 sides to every story. There's one person's side, the other person's side, and then the truth. So that's kind of like every situation. There's always 2 sides to every story. So your person isn't crazy, for not seeing your side. Maybe it can be a learning experience or beneficial for you to try to see things from a different side. If you're not talking about any person in general, maybe you're just talking about another situation, try to see it from a neutral point of view. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read the card here, New Beginnings. This is from the Shamanic Healing Oracle. So it says, water, emotion, energy, all life-affirming and life-giving, patience is the key. Once the deluge of emotion passes, you will see that left in its wake is a wondrous new day, a rainbow of possibilities. So yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I'm getting the feeling that, if you weren't seeing another person's side, it could be like emotions that block you from seeing another person's side, or it could be this like veil of emotions that has contributed to this argument or whatever this is. And I'm seeing tons of blue here, which for me it does represent sadness. Okay, anyways, back into the card. Do not get attached to the emotions that surround this situation. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt again, but that was pretty much the message here, to kind of step back and pull yourself out of it and try to remove yourself from the emotions of it. This will only attach your identification with the emotion itself, giving it more power and hindering the release, so that the door to your new beginning will not open. Sit in the emotion, cry, journal, talk about it with a friend, and then let it go. Perform a ritual if you are called to one. Oh my gosh, I was just getting candle messages for some of you here. Some of you might be called to do a candle ritual, which it's not anything crazy or witchy. It's just like, well, maybe it's a little witchy. It's just like burn a candle and put your intention to it. Don't burn your house down. Don't leave it unattended, but it's lighting a candle with intention. That's all it is. So some of you might be called to do a type of ritual like that. Positive affirmations is another one that's coming to my mind. Also, blue does represent the throat chakra, so maybe some kind of ritual to do with the throat chakra. Okay, so we've got sit in the emotion, cry, journal, talk about it with a friend, and then let it go. Perform a ritual if you are called to one. Place your feelings on a bit of paper and let it go. Whether through water or fire, both excellent transmuting elements. Be thankful for the experience of the situation and proclaim to the Creator that you are ready for the newness that is about to come into your life. Yeah, new beginnings. And number 2, it's really strongly pulling me towards that number 2. So number 2 is feminine energy. Yeah, it's introspective. It's feeling your emotions. You cannot fast forward through dealing with emotions. You can suppress them, that's possible, but it's only going to pressurize it. Just think of physics. When you put too much pressure on something, it will explode. It will eventually come out. So the best way to deal with emotions is just in the present moment. feel them fully. You can talk about it with a friend or journal it, be your own best friend, or, look up people on YouTube that are going through similar things, vibe in the comment section if you're feeling something similar. I love it when you guys support yourself in the support each other, support yourself at home, support each other in the comment section. I love it when you guys do that. So I'm going to go ahead and read number 12 here, Gatherer. This one is from the Earthcraft Oracle. It says, our ancestors' connection to Mother Earth was primal and constant, not the luxury or once-in-a-while practice it is today. The earth provided direct and essential nourishment, growth, and healing to the people who roamed its surface in a very immediate and personal way. Every seed planted held the potential to sustain the life of the community. Every fruit harvested was a blessing, one more resource to carry the community through cold, barren winters. Those who were tasked with gathering knew how to provide for their people. Gatherers knew the importance of using resources wisely, but also truly valued the beauty and abundance of the land. Now is the time to gather your resources and to keep them close at hand. You are abundant at this time and should celebrate your prosperity. However, you must be sure to prepare for winter is coming. Wait, to prepare for winter. I was just hearing in my head, winter is coming, like straight up Game of Thrones style, and it just totally hijacked my sentence there. You must prepare for winter, okay? Spirit also wants to say winter is coming. Like the earth, you will flow through seasons of harvest and scarcity, cycles of abundance, then drought. Remember to fill your spiritual, mental, and physical reserves while you have more than enough. That could mean resting more when you have extra free time or saving unexpected financial windfalls. Unforeseen challenges cannot be avoided, but they can be easier to manage when you have something to fall back on. Okay, and then there's always a little ritual or something that they recommend here, and I don't normally read these out because I feel like I've read enough already. But since it did have rituals as a recommendation, I'm going to go ahead and read this one for you. It says, Gather Invocation. This gatherer invocation is most powerful during a full moon. However, it can be channeled any time to call in abundance. To amplify this invocation, speak the words aloud 13 times. Begin with a whisper and gradually growing louder until you are pouring all your energy into the last round. As you speak, spin joyfully with your arms out and flowing wherever your spirit moves them. Each time you reach the word leap, stop to leap into the air. As with the volume, you want to start with a small leap and gradually leap higher and higher. Okay, and here are the words that you are supposed to speak 13 times, okay? Cut the vine, pick the fruit, take a bough, and thank the root. Gather, dear child, all you seek. There's abundance all around with every leap. Okay, so I'll go ahead and, I don't know if you can read that, if that's focused enough, if you want to screenshot that, or maybe you can look that up online. Gather invocation, if that is something you're interested in doing, because we were getting the throat chakra here and it did say to practice rituals. So if you feel called to, that could be something that attracts some abundance into your life, or could have to do with what you're asking about. I'm also getting drawn to the hummingbirds here. The hummingbird is in blue, and so is her headscarf. That could have to do with the crown chakra, with maybe some psychic messages getting to you. It's also like the hummingbird looks like they're whispering in her ear. So it does feel like Spirit is trying to connect with you, maybe through clairaudience, maybe trying to tell you something. So meditation here with whatever situation you're asking about, I feel like meditation could be a really good advice to take, I guess. Good advice. What am I trying to say? Anyways, let's get into your past, present, and future cards here. So we have for past energy, Page of Wands in reverse. For present energy, the Empress. Oh my god, I'm getting the chills. Okay, I remember now what these cards are. I did get the chills as I was shuffling. So the Emperor for future, I'm not even really seeing this as past, present, future anymore. And at the bottom of the deck, I felt called to grab this one too. At the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So these two are divine counterparts. I am seeing them here as the divine feminine and divine masculine. I'm getting such a vibe of soulmate energy, really positive energy, so much happiness here. Yeah. This is interesting here because I'm reading it a little bit differently. Like, I'm not really reading them as past, present, and future energy anymore. Kind of reading this as your future energy. Well, I guess it could be. So, well, past or present, and did I say future? I meant present energy. So this could be past or present energy. The Page of Wands can talk about setbacks, especially in relationships, especially with your fiery energy. It can talk about not moving forward, not being able to express yourself creatively, not being able to express your creative ideas. It could be about self-limiting beliefs. It could be about redirecting your energy and kind of feeling a little bit lost on the path spiritually. So that could be past as well as current energy. So take that how it applies to you. But the Empress over here, this is feminine energy, and I'm getting a lot of that feminine energy feeling with the number 2s coming through. Even that, you know, this time that we should be spending within our emotions a bit over here with this card. So definitely getting the feeling of, you know, you could be going through a phase of balancing the feminine and the masculine energy. This could definitely be a pile that is on the twin flame journey, and that could be the situation you're talking about. You could be asking about any type of soulmate here, because I really do see a soulmate connection here with the Lovers and with the Emperor and the Empress. That could definitely be a twin flame you're asking about. But Spirit is saying that energy you're in right now is all about working on yourself. You may feel called to look up the angel number 333, because that is all about growth and expansion and working on yourself. You are currently balancing the energy of the feminine and the masculine here, and that can be a tough thing to do. And a lot of the times, if you are in a twin flame connection, you do this on your own before you come together, or you can work on one of these energies by yourself and one of these energies with your person, and you guys learn from each other. So I do see for future energies, like, this is so positive. I really don't think there is a better card than the Lovers in the tarot deck. In my opinion, I think that's the best card you can get in any kind of situation. So whatever the situation is that you're asking about, Spirit's saying, just don't rush the situation. Take this time for what it is. This was meant for a reason. You are meant to be balancing feminine and masculine energy, balancing light and dark, doing shadow work, shedding ego. putting more energy into feeling abundant. Yeah, Spirit's also trying to tell you something right now. You could have a spiritual gift of clairaudience that is trying to open itself up to you right now. So that could be something coming in for some people today. But yeah, I was also feeling in pile 1 that this was all about a love connection. I might have to change the title of the video, but the intention was for any situation or something that could be taken generally. So just take this how it resonates if that was your question today. If you were asking about something more general that doesn't have to do with a specific person, I'm seeing self-love here. I'm seeing you really grow, really putting that work in for your own growth, and the outcome is just this beautiful place of love for source, love for yourself, self-love. Oh yeah, I keep saying self-love, and I realized that I pulled a self-care card for pile 1, and it kind of made me want to do it for all the piles today. So let's see, I'm going to take this as just spiritual advice, or for any, self-care practices that you can implement that will help you get closer to this energy here, because we love that for you. Okay, I saw that card jump twice and I just knew that was your card. All right, so we have invitation, and it says calm, love, beauty, kindness, joy, hope, fun, adventure. The words you speak are an invitation to life, a request to bring energy into form. Choose your words carefully. Yeah, I think this is really confirming here that positive affirmations are really going to be helpful for you during this time. I think that's the number one suggestion here. I was saying that I felt that earlier with the throat chakra energy that I'm feeling here with all the blue. Also, the cards did recommend that you add some type of ritual, and positive affirmations definitely can be a ritual that you add in your life. And I think that's going to really help with this self-love and self-confidence, because I see that really improving. That's like the energy coming in next for you, pile 2. Well, anyways, that's all the messages that I have for you today, pile 2. Please let me know if you liked this video by giving it a thumbs up. Also, feel free to leave me a comment. I love it when you guys do that. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could do that in my Etsy shop, which is in my description box down below. And don't forget to become a subscriber if you're not subscribed already. I would really love to have you here. All right, thank you so much, pile 2. I will hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, pile number 3, if you chose this clear quartz, this is your reading. I've been seeing the meaning for a lot of the crystals to start, and clear quartz does mean high vibrations, but it is that one crystal that can take on many different meanings. So, I mean, the situation you're asking about, there could be a lot of different meanings for a lot of different people. We had like the most numbers come out in this one for synchronicity. So the number 6 was coming in very strong. 6 is all about harmony and balance, and that could just be really something that you are looking for settling in the situation. 6 can also have to do with the home life. It can have to do with relationships with Venus. Also just even with like I kind of associate 6 with Virgo as well, even with like daily tasks like your work and your daily routine. So just take this 6 how it resonates with you. That could also be maybe an angel number you want to look up. So we've got a couple oracle cards here. We've got 32 the holds. And for your zodiac sign, so this could be either your zodiac sign, it could be a person you're asking about, or it could just be maybe a phase you're going through right now. And Cancer has a lot to do with the home life, with family, even with the moon or the subconscious. So we're going to start off with your oracle cards first. This is going to be your energy for past, present, and future. So we will get into that after your oracle cards. We've also got envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Burden, number 10. Inner journey, number 35. I felt like this one was more of your like official card, Inner Journey, but these two did come out very strongly. Sorry if that glare is really strong right here. There's really no good way to position this light without getting a glare somewhere. Karmic debt, number 15. Let's see if we can try to get that glare out of the way. All right, pile 3. I'm going to start out by reading this card here from the Iris Oracle deck. I just got this deck. It is so beautiful, but I am not familiar with the cards yet. So 32, the hold. Sometimes we are sad and we don't know why. Like a dark cloud came over you and won't give up, following you around. It might be that the best way to rid yourself of this gloomy grump is to truly bond with it. Feel your feelings deeply. It might be that you have fear of showing your more moody sides to the people in your life. It's also possible that these feelings have come about as a way of weeding people out who no longer serve you. If they cannot love your low moods, then they can't possibly see the true brightness of your shining joy. This spread here, pile 3, is really telling me that you're going through something right now, something really deep. We have karmic debt over here. She's just really within her sadness. We also have burden and inner journey. So this is telling me that a lot is happening within you. There's a lot of I call it shadow work, a lot of shadow work actually being placed. It's like any shadow work you need to do, it's like being called to your attention. So it can feel really heavy, really overwhelming. Yeah, I feel that for you, pile 3. Envy, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You could be I see this card as somebody comparing themselves to other people, comparing their journey to others. And that's just not what Spirit wants you to do, because everyone has complete, unique challenges. It says, I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. It's like everyone's path is so unique. You really can't compare. So this envy card here, like if I'm getting the feeling like you might kind of be on your own right now. I'm being drawn to relationships, but with this card, the hold, it's kind of like maybe your relationships aren't working out right now, or people aren't showing up for you. And maybe you're like, wow, I really need somebody. I really need somebody right now. Because there's so much burden here. It's like you just want to share this burden with someone else, but no one's there. No one has showed up for you. And Spirit's doing this on purpose, let me tell you, because this is all about this inner journey that you're going on here. I think I am actually going to read all the cards today for you, all the cards from the book. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this envy card. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, but to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face, so to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice, because only you know what is in your best interest. If you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn your original lessons again. And I was just hearing social media in my head for a lot of people. So this may or may not apply to you. Myself, I do not go on any social media anymore except for YouTube. But if that's something that's fueling this envy, Spirit kind of wants you to pay attention to that. Also, if you feel envious of anybody on social media, it's only looking at this, like, this is all appearances, okay? It's all appearances. That just because they post a great picture does not mean they have a happy life if you are envious of anyone's social media. So yeah, quick message from Spirit there. I want to read this one, 15 karmic debt. But overall, for this pile 3, a lot of you are really just going through something. This period in your life, you probably really feel it. It's heavy. It's a very heavy period. It's karmically heavy. I want to say that. Like, it's karma. It's like past life karma. I'm getting the feeling that you're a very evolved soul, and it is just your time right now to be going through something, to be going through this inner journey and inner work. So if you feel like you have kind of like lost relationships right now, or have kind of just not having people show up for you, just know that it's like nothing personal. It was really just meant to be that way. You're also meant to feel this burden right now. With Cancer here, it could also be a very emotional time for you. I'm getting, lots of emotions. I mean, the only 2 like face cards here, these girls depicted in the cards, like, both have tears coming down their face. So you could spend a lot of time in sadness these days, a lot of time crying. So Spirit is recognizing like that's okay. It is okay to be in that energy. There's a reason for this. I recommend you feel your sadness fully, because it helps you to work through the pain rather than ignoring the pain. So, because once you work through the pain, it fades away. But if you like try to push the pain and suppress it or ignore it, if you try to push it away, it will always come back just as strong as it was before you tried to push it away. So let me go ahead and read this one, number 15, karmic debt. Do you believe in second chances? Well, the universe does. Not just in second chances, but third, fourth, and as many chances are needed for you to feel love and fulfilled. The trick is that second chances are not always what you would expect. More often, a second chance comes in the form of finding yourself in a repeating pattern and realizing you have the opportunity to make a better choice this time around. Karma gets a bad reputation. On the surface, it seems like a punishment or a balancing of the scales when debts incurred by past mistakes must be repaid. But karma is much deeper than that. It isn't random, but the direct result of self-destructive patterns that bring harm to yourself and sometimes others. When this card comes up in a reading, it is an opportunity to change these patterns and greet your mistakes with compassion and desire to choose empowerment over victimhood and responsibility over blame. It's easy to think your past is all you have, or that you will spend the rest of your life making up for it. But the beauty of the future is that it's untainted and it can be whatever you choose. This card brings you a powerful message. Mistakes are something you do, not who you are. So, a couple things sticking out to me with this description here. One of them is self-destructive patterns, and yeah, just patterns, really. So, yeah, the repeating patterns. I think they talk about repeating patterns a few times in this description. So, that's something I'm really being drawn to. So, maybe really look at what patterns in your life are repeating. Journaling is such a good thing. Just kind of like maybe for a week or 2 weeks, writing everything down that you do for the day, writing down what drains you of energy, writing down what you want to change. When you start to do things like that for 2 weeks or to a month, you'll start to see patterns that you didn't realize before. So that's going to mean different things for different people. But if you feel called to do that, that could, be a really helpful thing to journal. Okay. I'm going to just read Inner Journey because I was really getting the feeling that was your card. Even though I think Burden is supporting this reading and saying that, just really emphasizing here how tough this time is for you. But I'm going to go ahead. I just think that this one's really going to have the message that you need to hear. So 35. Not all who wander are lost. At times, we are so consumed with our own personal journey that we project our journey onto another. Every soul arrives on this planet with lessons to learn and a life to live. For as many souls that are out there are that many different journeys. Do not judge another's journey. Always respect where another person is on their path. Meet everyone you come in contact with where they are on their path. Do not insist they come to where you are. By doing this, you will not only expose those around you to your own healing vibration, but you will offer them acceptance without judgment. This is a great gift to both give and receive. And I'm feeling like it has a lot to do, like it's kind of connected with this envy card here, because I'm just getting that feeling that this could have to do with somebody in particular for some people out there. It could be a romantic relationship, but it could be pretty much any type of relationship. Yeah, there's somebody, if you're going through a conflict with somebody, what is it that I'm trying to say? There's just like a different perspective you're not seeing. It's like ego is in the way. It's like, yeah, you're not seeing, not that I'm like forcing you to see things from their side. I just think like now is a time for you guys to be really separate. Like they're not going to come to you. And I'm getting the feeling of more like, it's a time for you to surrender and come in acceptance with that. Rather than like trying to change your perspective. But I mean, like not change your perspective to see it from their point of view, but rather just like surrender. I don't know what it is that I'm trying to say. It's not coming out the way that I'm trying to say it. So yeah, let me know if you know what I'm trying to say. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Yeah, I'm just getting the feeling here that for some people you can have a challenging time with a person in particular. Okay, and I'm just getting the feeling of what Spirit wants you to do is surrender your ego and surrender the need to be right. Like not go back and crawl back to this person and apologize, because I don't know what your situation is. It's going to be different for everybody, but like it could be surrendering the need to be right and just surrendering to the fact that this moment of moment in time is necessary for you to heal. And I want to go ahead and get into your tarot cards for your past, present, and future. And this could be very fluid. So sometimes the past energy can also be the present. So just take it how it resonates, okay? So for past energy, we have 7 of emotions, which is the 7 of cups. It has a lot to do with confusion, cloudy vision, the Fool. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of this sadness has to do with you not being able to see the path forward, not really knowing what's on the other side. For future energy, we have the Lovers in reversed. I was taking reversals today, but I just want to put this in the upright right here. The Lovers. So yeah, I mean, Spirit could have really meant it that it's in reverse. So for future energies, I see you really taking in self-love. So you are really on a journey right now. This is like such a spiritual time for you, a spiritual journey. It could be really scary for you. It's kind of this feeling like you're going into the unknown, that you don't know what the solution is to this problem. It feels like it's very hidden from you, but Spirit's really just saying like surrender. There is no like definite or defined solution, but just to surrender. And yes, 6. Hey, the Lovers is number 6, and 6 is coming up as your number. I just realized that. That's pretty cool. So I do think that is what you are working towards, is this balance and harmony and stability and expression of love. And for a lot of people here, that can be with a specific person. For other people, it's going to have to do a lot with self-love and like loving yourself first before you come to love another person. That is what I'm getting here for you, pile 3. So yeah, thank you so much for being here today. That's all the messages that I have for you. Please let me know in the comment section if this resonated, and if it did, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you could do that in my Etsy shop in the description box down below. Thank you so much, pile 3. Have a good one. Bye-bye.